Hey Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's in store for your money, career, and business life in October 2023? We're going to discuss the astrology, clarify with some tarot, and we're going to find out. So keep watching. So Cancer, welcome to the channel, or welcome back as the case may be. So good to see you here. I hope you're doing really, really well. So before we get into your reading, I'd just like to remind you to subscribe, hit that bell notification if you haven't already done so that you'll get alerted to when I upload your October tea and tarot reading, which will be coming soon to the channel. And if you'd like to spend more time with me here on YouTube, check out my YouTube channel membership. I'll leave a link to it in the description of the video. So Cancer, Venus is finally moving out of your second house of money and into your third house of communications, marketing, transportation, writing, speaking, teaching, learning, all of those things on October 8th. Venus is going into Virgo on October 8th. And this is big news because she's been hanging out in your second house of money since the end of July. So she's finally moving out of your house of money and self-esteem and going into your third house of communications and marketing. So if you have your own business, this may be a time when you spend some money on promotional materials, Facebook ads, other types of advertising, or getting the word out about your business. It's also possible that money could be coming to you through your creative mental activities. So if you're a writer, speaker, teacher, networker, or if you're in sales, you could see your sales pick up. You could see money come in through your communication endeavors, that type of thing. This is a great energy to really sell yourself, particularly in terms of a local network. So networking with people at flea markets, fairs, that type of thing, local conferences and community events where you could promote your business in some way. This is a great energy also for going to local job fairs and manifesting connections that could help you land a job. On October 12th, Mars is going into Scorpio, which is your fifth house of creativity. It is also the house of the entrepreneur. So those of you who are really involved in the communicative and creative arts, there could be a lot of energy around new creative initiatives and ways to make money from your creative life. Because also remember, Venus will be in that third house. So Venus in Virgo, Mars in Scorpio is extremely compatible energy. And you could be looking toward trying to monetize creative works, songs, books, artworks, whatever you got going on creatively in your world, and really putting a lot of energy behind that. You may also be coming up with some new ideas of how you want to earn that money through your creative life force energy. So initializing new projects and putting a lot of effort behind them. But that would be coming after October 12th. You could be very immersed in some sort of new creative hobby that you might eventually turn into a side hustle. That's also possible. And Mercury will be going into Scorpio on October 22nd. So your mind will be very energized in terms of, again, that creative energy, making the most of your creative efforts in, whatever way that you do, and especially in terms of monetizing your mind, because Venus will still be in that sextile formation with Mars and now Mercury going into Scorpio, also Venus in Virgo. So there's a lot about, I think, seeing how you can practically, which is the Virgo, benefit financially from your creative ideas and sharing them with the world. And, this is the same thing. Like even if you have a full-time job, you may be coming up with new ideas that you can present to your boss, the people at work, that could help land them more money, help land you a promotion and have you make more money also. All very possible. Your mind is going to be very creative with lots of ideas, and you're going to have a lot of energy with Mars and Scorpio also to really put a lot of effort into these new situations you're coming up with. And some of them could really be brilliant money-making ideas. And there is a new moon solar eclipse October 14th at 21 degrees Libra, which is your fourth house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. This is your home life, which is very important to most Cancers. So some of you are also thinking about new places you might want to live. You might want to change your living situation between now and the beginning of January 2025. So as we have these series of eclipses in Aries and Libra where the nodes have moved, you will have the energizing effect of your fourth house being affected, but also the North Node is in your 10th house of career. So career decisions and career changes that you may be making may impact your living situation. And with the South Node going through the fourth house, there is likely to be some sort of letting go or change that may be on the horizon for you. But this could even be the type of thing where, if you've been working or staying at home, you're maybe back out in the world or vice versa. But we start with a major eclipse in Libra. It's a new moon solar eclipse, October 14th. So there may be the start of a seed being planted with the tides of change, so to speak, in this area of your life, your fourth house. Remember, eclipse energy, it doesn't always happen on the day of the eclipse. Eclipse energy can play out over really the entire nodal cycle of this particular transit of, again, Aries-Libra axis that we're looking at here. So, but those of you who are looking to move, that energy perhaps is especially going to be poignant for you between now and our next eclipse in Libra, which is a lunar eclipse, which is about letting go, which is in March 25th, 2024. So I would say the 6-month window in particular may see some significant development for you with that. So if that applies to your life, and this is always about this general reading, applying the energies to your life, you may also be thinking about your finances now, these new creative ideas and initiatives that you may be coming up with this month, and how they can really start making money for you so that if there is some sort of change in where you're living, you have the finances to support that. So keep all of that in mind. All right, Cancer, let's get a money message for you for the month of October. Venus in that third house, Venus in Virgo. So third house is connected with transportation. So as I mentioned earlier, there may be some sort of car repairs, routine car repairs type things that may be going on. This could be a good time perhaps to buy a car if you need one. You could get a good deal. It's possible. I would maybe wait until after Mercury goes into Scorpio to do that. But Venus will still be in Virgo, so that would be okay. All right, let's see. What do we need to know about your money life? Cancer. We have the Judgment, and we have the Knight of Swords. There's your energy, King of Cups, King of Coins, and the Ace of Cups. Very nice. All right. So there is some new initiative that you are starting that's near and dear to your heart. Ace of Cups showing up here. Now, this could be something that's being offered to you or something that you initiate yourself. This has to do with your money because we have the coins here. But of course, this is the Virgo energy and this is the third house also. So we got the Judgment here. So some sort of important announcement, decision that you'll be making probably before Libra season is over because the Knight of Swords is showing up here. So I would say before the 20th. This is very personal. You definitely have some sort of money agenda this month with your energy in the heart of the situation, and then your energy also showing up over here. You're making an executive decision, a big financial decision with this king, because the king is showing up here of Pentacles. This may have something to do with an important contract you're going to be signing with the Knight of Swords here, an important legal matter you're going to be deciding on. This may possibly be related to your living situation because this could be the Libra energy, which is your fourth house. This could also be the Aquarius energy, which is your 8th house of other people's money and financing and debt and taxes and things like that. And this could also, of course, be the 12th house, the Gemini energy for you. So I feel like 4th and 8th house matters are likely in the frame for you, and making some decision that involves perhaps, so like I said, some sort of legal or contractual situation. And even if it's regarding the 8th house, I mean, it could be the type of thing where if you are getting a car, you're willingly signing up for the payment or that debt, or you're utilizing other people's finances to, get that car as an example. The other possibility here also is Judgment to me is also somewhat a card of a karmic wrap up and thus a freedom energy. So you also may be, with the Knight of Swords here, wrapping up some sort of contractual obligation in terms of paying off a debt. And that makes you extremely happy. Ace of Cups, to get this off your back, so to speak. So you could be just feeling very financially accomplished this month. Like, wow, I got this done and dusted and off my plate. I'm freed from this karmic financial situation if this involves your 8th house. So that's very nice. I mean, Pluto also is going to be moving direct in Capricorn on the 10th. So, and that's been happening in your 7th house, but he's about to go into your 8th house in January, which is about, again, this house of other people's money and things like that. So you may, in fact, be embarking upon kind of clearing some stuff up, clearing your financial plate, like getting ducks in a row, so that there may be some big transformation you're going to be making with your finances and financial commitments when we get into the end of January of 2024. So this could be, again, taking on some sort of mortgage or other financial commitment, or wanting to invest more of your money, whatever the case may be. So that, you could be dealing with stuff to kind of, like I said, clear the decks to get ready for that particular time and time frame for you. But I feel like there's some sort of good news coming that will help change your mind also, like put you in a good mindset with this Knight of Swords. If you've been feeling that something's been stuck in some way, the Judgment brings the announcement, brings the information that helps you move forward finally. And it's moving forward with some sort of, I think, piece of paper that's significant with this Knight of Swords. But it can also just be mentally freeing yourself from whatever was getting you annoyed that it hadn't moved forward yet. So you could be, again, with the money, you could be investing in yourself also with some sort of financial outlay. Whatever that means for you. Maybe you need a new wardrobe, you need a new car, you need, an upgrade of your life in some way. Maybe you want to, fund your side hustle so you can get that up and running. It could be something like that that's important to your future financial goals. Something with this King energy that's showing up. It's very commanding, very directing, and, feeling very in charge of where you're headed with the Ace of Cups, and feeling very in your heart, very clear and centered about the financial decisions that you are making. All right, Cancer, let's see what else we have going on for you in your money, career, and business life. This Oracle deck, let's see what we have for you. Cancers. Cancer. Ariel, you came to join me. How good of you. Oh, we have confidence. Interesting, because I was just feeling that about the Kings, that kingly directing energy. Walk your talk. Beautiful. Walk your talk. Bold action, happy at work, meaningful, rich, and outgoing. All right, let's clarify this and see what we need to know. Bold action and being happy at work. Meaningful, rich, and outgoing. Bold action. That could be the marketing that you need to do to get out there more. Let people know who you are instead of just, letting them just sort of find you somehow. Just be more direct, more bold, more purposeful. with especially your marketing efforts, or even if you're trying to get a promotion or get noticed at work, having that standout energy a little bit more. With that King of Cups and King of Coins that was showing up before. All right, let's see what we got. Strut your stuff. I mean, you got the peacock here. It's like strut your stuff, Cancer. And that goes with that marketing energy of Venus in the 3rd house. All right, let's see what we have. Knight of Wands. That talk about bold action. There you go. Knight of Wands and the 3 of Swords. You're afraid to do it. For some reason. Maybe you did it before and it didn't work. This time it can work. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So the 3 of Swords can be, the way I look at it, yes, it can be, depending on what you're asking about, some sort of heartbreak or whatever. But what I'm feeling is this is the block. There's a block in the middle here. There's the 3rd sword, right? So there is a block to achieving your desire. Here's your 9 of Pentacles, which is financial independence, having more money, feeling very content and rich and lush and fertile and happy. And again, this is the Virgo, the 3rd house of the writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, being able to grow your business if you have one, or grow yourself into a promotion that pays you more. And then the bold energy here is the Knight of Wands. Remember, as it says here, bold action, meaningful, rich, and outgoing. Walk your talk. So there is something here where being bold and going for it, there is a blockage. What the blockage might be is going to mean different things to different people. It could be that you're afraid to speak out. You could be afraid to be noticed. You feel safer staying in your cubicle, or as I said before, maybe it wasn't well received the last time or the last company you worked at, and they didn't listen to you or disrespected you or something. Or maybe you're afraid this can be social media, the wands for me, especially video. Maybe you're afraid to boldly put yourself out there on social media and market yourself or market your business because you're afraid of what people are going to say. Nasty comments, or everybody's always got something to say, something like that. And that's holding you back from achieving more clients, more financial independence, etc. So that's something to ponder with this particular energy in terms of the bold action, the confidence. I mean, the other thing too is you may feel like this inside the 3 of Swords, but you can still act like this on the outside. It's like the fake it till you make it like type of energy also. So, being bold doesn't mean you're not being authentic to yourself. Bold is going to mean different things to different people. Bold can just be, hey, I spoke up. I said something. Bold can just be, I actually showed up consistently on social media and I posted 3 new videos. Whatever fits for you. You don't have to be like everybody else either. Bold is whatever it is for you. So don't be so hard on yourself either with this 3 of Swords and act as your own blockage and not allow yourself, don't give yourself credit enough for the things you are doing. So there's something here. It can be a fear of success, perhaps. Again, that's requiring you to show up in a way that maybe is slightly just you're not used to it in some way. Interesting, we have the Virgo showing up because Venus is, as I said, going to be in Virgo. You really could make enormous strides this month, especially in selling yourself, marketing yourself, like, presenting a case to your boss. I deserve this raise. Selling yourself with social media, showing up and just sharing who you are. When I say selling, it doesn't mean it has to be icky and yucky. It can just be, this is who I am. This is what I do. You're sharing your positive, excited energy about what you do in the world, right? It doesn't have to be something sleazy marketing tactics. That's not what we're talking about. So, this is a great month to utilize. As always, remember, when I do these readings, it's always about using energies. It's not about predictions and what is going to happen to you. It's about how you use the energies. So if you are resonating with this and you're feeling a little like this, just know that everybody goes through this little bit of doubt and sometimes lack of total confidence, but people show up. What is that they're saying? 80% of success in life is just showing up and doing the thing. Even though inside you may feel like this, you got this, Cancer, you can do this. So, and it could really bring you substantially more money. That's the thing. The 9 of Coins is here. So I would say, walk your talk. Walk your talk. When you're comfortable in explaining what you do and being proud of what you do and who you are, when you're in this very aligned, beautiful energy. And let's not forget, this is Leo energy too. This is in your second house of money. When you're confident in your values, what you stand for, you share your enthusiasm with people, you can make beautiful things happen. That fear does kind of dissolve. But when we're not moving forward, when we're not aligned and walking our talk through our passion and what we're good at, then we stay stuck and our finances can stay blocked. So you have beautiful energy here to manifest more abundance for yourself. So tune in and tap into your confidence that I know you all have to share who you are and what you do with the world. That's going to bring you a lot of success. So Cancer, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you with these energies. Ariel and I would love to know. Love you guys. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.